What is going on, everybody? Grayson here from Poke Profit. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing the midweek market update, sealed product, singles and slabs between $100 and $1,000 USD. Starting off, we do have a team up check lane blister with the Mimikyu promo, which is the less expensive of the two promos. I believe the Pikachu is a little bit more valuable. There might even be a PSA 10 copy of that card showing up later on in the video. RCSV Star UPC that sold for $276 USD, continuing to move up in price there. Mythical Collection, this is the Shaman promo version. This went for $405. You have Generations packs in here. I believe maybe there's another set as well, but those are getting fairly expensive. Paldea Evolved booster box here, $425. It comes with an acrylic. I think that probably puts the box around $400, which I think just in general, these are going for maybe $420 on TCG Player. Someone got a decent deal on this, a little bit below market once you factor in the acrylic. We do have an Evolving Skies Build and Battle Stadium here. This one for $522 USD. We don't see a ton of Build and Battle Stadiums come up for auction compared to booster boxes and other sealed products, but Evolving Skies kind of makes sense. When the price per pack gets to a certain level, these types of ancillary products will begin selling. Brilliant Stars booster box here, $580 USD, multiple of these moving on auction every single week. Destined Rivals, a booster box at $590 USD. Then after that, we do have a pretty cool mid-era, vintage, whatever you want to call it, 3-pack blister here. You have Plasma Storm, Plasma Freeze, and I'm not exactly sure which pack this is. Maybe that's base, maybe not, something else. Someone's going to let me know in the comments. $660 USD, so very, very expensive packs there. Lost Origin booster box, $720. It looks like it's in decent shape, not perfect shape. The top is definitely pushed in a little bit, maybe on this side. So yeah, still in the range of where we expect Lost Origin to be. After that, we have a heavy base set unlimited booster pack. This went for $850 USD, 21.04 grams, if anyone's curious. It's got Blastoise on the pack art as well. Following that up, we do have a White Kyurem EX tin. This is from 2013. I'm not exactly sure which packs are on the inside of this. Someone's probably going to let me know as well in the comments, but $850 for a 13-year-old Pokemon tin. Dragon Majesty ETB, $860. That's a little bit lower than what we've been seeing Dragon Majesty go for, but they also don't sell super often on eBay. Maybe like, I want to say 5 or 6 sales a month, if that, when you include the auctions and the buy it nows. Maybe even less, like 2 or 3, but still very expensive ETB from the Sun and Moon era, especially considering there really aren't that many desirable cards at all inside Dragon Majesty. Now, moving on, UPC Celebrations, 1,200 Canadian. That's approximately $884 USD. A lot of these moving on a weekly basis as well, pretty close to $900. I wouldn't be surprised end of year if these are pushing $1,000, $1,100. 151 ETB. This is a PC version. This went for $900 USD. So the PC version of 151 moving back up a little bit. I think Paldean Fates, same boat, but Obsidian Flames, Paldea Evolved, SV Base, a lot of these other earlier PCTBs, they haven't recovered yet from the correction we saw in a lot of the other sealed product, PCTBs being one of the last things to start rebounding there. Then we have a case here, Black Bolt ETB is sealed. This went for $950 on auction, one bid, $95 for a Black Bolt ETB inside a sealed case. Not a terrible price, I would say. It's not bad. Like, I would rather be paying $850 or $875, $900, but I think long term that's still going to be a decent pickup. 2 Chilling Rain boxes here, $960. That comes out to $480 a box. That's fairly cheap actually for Chilling Rain. And all things considered, Chilling Rain, the production of the boxes, the wraps were very bad on a lot of them. These actually don't look terrible. They definitely look better than a lot of the boxes I have. And the final sealed item on the list this week, of course, Fusion Strike Booster Box, $970 on auction. This sold on February 6th. Sometimes this box goes above $1,000. The odd time still, though, it goes below $1,000, but still very, very expensive. Now, Before we get into the singles and slabs, I did want to jump in here and say, if you guys enjoy the content, I'd really appreciate a like on the video. Helps a ton getting these videos pushed out to more people. Thank you guys so much for the support. A bunch of useful links in the description as well. If you want to work with me this year, if you're shopping eBay, TCG Player, Hobbiesville, affiliate links as always. Getting into the slab portion, we're going to start off with En's Reshiram from Journey Together, PSA 10 illustration rare. This is actually the non-stamped version, and this went for $112.50. Interesting here, the PSA 10 pop, fairly high, 4,450. And for Pokemon, it's actually not super high, but I've been looking at so many One Piece pops lately. This all seems high to me, but still, when you look at the PSA 10 rate, that's what, 30%, 33% in that range, maybe even a little bit less. So fairly low for an illustration rare. Team Rocket's Meowth, after that, tag 10, $120 USD. A very beautiful artwork of Meowth. We do have the Pikachu as well. This is from the Paldea Adventure Chest, PSA 10, $132.50. Fairly low PSA 10 rate there. But moving along, we do have a Rainbow Mew VMAX. This is from Fusion Strike, PSA 10, $132.50 as well. Roaring Moon EX, the SIR from Paradox Rift, $147.50 USD. Gold Pikachu from Surging Sparks, PSA 10. I love this card, $232.50 USD. We do have the Chinese Umbreon here, and this went for $242.50 in a PSA 10. The PSA 10 pop already over 11,000 on that card. War Turtle, PSA 10, this is from 151, $243.50 USD. Pikachu EX, this is one of my favorite cards that Pokemon's ever created. This, I believe, is an XY promo card, and this went for $265. It is damaged a little bit, and it's off-centered. Getting a PSA 10 of this card is very expensive. I can't tell you off the top of my head how much it goes for, but I have looked it up before because I was curious at one point, and it's a pretty penny, guys. So very beautiful card, in my opinion. Machamp V, getting back to some more recent stuff here. PSA 10, $299 USD. That is the top hit from Astral Radiance. We do have an ungraded Mewtwo GX here from Shining Legends. Definitely some whitening to the card. This sold for $300 USD. Then we have a Mimikyu here from Cosmic Eclipse, PSA 10, $320 USD. Giratina V-Star from Crown Zenith, PSA 10, $385 USD, 22K pop count now. Beautiful card, by the way. The gold cards from Crown Zenith in general, huge fan of. Crown Zenith as a set, I still think is going to have a very solid 2026 and maybe even 2027. Although I do feel like I'm getting a little bit closer to the point where I would be ready to take some profits and maybe cycle into Prismatic or 6 months down the road, whether it's Ascended Heroes a little bit or maybe a tiny bit more Black Bolt or White Flare. But Crown Zenith, it's been very good to me, so I definitely can't complain at all. Now, following that, we do have another Chinese card here. This is the Mousehold Secret Art Rare, PSA 10. This sold for $405 USD. Very, very expensive card there for a Chinese exclusive. Then we have an Umbreon GX. This is from Hidden Fates, PSA 10, $446 USD. Sleepy T-Tar from Battle Styles. Shout out Battle Styles one time, PSA 10, $580 USD. Mew EX promo card from the 151 UPC, $585 in a 10. There's a little over 10K of these. It's about a 20% PSA 10 rate, 21%, maybe 22. It's in that range. Fairly difficult to grade. Beautiful card. This is a prime example of, when you have a UPC, right? I think we were talking about this maybe yesterday when we're looking at the new Mega Charizard XEX UPCs. Those promos, in my opinion, aren't as strong as the old Sword and Shield UPC or even the 151 UPC. You have the Mew, you had the Mewtwo. Amazing cards, just top tier, in my opinion. That's why I'm super bullish on, even at this point, the 151 UPC. I think you're going to do very well. I mean, Celebrations, that's up to like almost $1,000. You have to imagine at some point, the 151 version will probably get there too. But very, very beautiful card that at one point was super cheap and people made a ton of money on when they were grading it. Charizard EX from Paldean Fate, $616 in a 10. Not too much to say here. I think ungraded, this card's going for, I want to say like $200 still currently in that range. Mega Gardevoir EX gold card from Mega Evolution. This in a 10 went for $621. Fairly low PSA 10 rate as well. Maybe like 27, 28% in that range. Rayquaza V, this is from Evolving Skies, PSA 10, $650 USD. Blaziken VMAX from Chilling Reign in a 10, $660 USD. Espeon VMAX from Prismatic, $680 in a 10. Then we do have a Charizard V from Brilliant Stars, another one of my favorite artworks from the Sword and Shield era, $680.01. So massive difference between those two sales there. Roaring Moon EX, special illustration rare from Prismatic, Shinji Kanda artwork, $685 in a 10. Then we have a vintage entry here, Dark Dragonite BGS 9. This is from Team Rocket, and this sold for $700 USD, 23 bids there through Probestein. Sylveon VMAX PSA 10 from Evolving, $708 USD. Reshiram EX from, I believe this is White Flare, and this went for $730 in a PSA 10. And we're down to our final few here. Umbreon V from Evolving Skies, $810 in a PSA 10. The Pikachu EX from Surging Sparks, $810 as well in a PSA 10. Seismitoad, this is kind of shocking to me how expensive this is, but I guess when you look at the PSA 10 rate, it kind of makes sense. $818, and there's only 749 of these currently. Total population is 4,237. So what is that, like 17%, 18%, something like that in that range. Greninja EX PSA 10, $835. I wouldn't be shocked if this is over $1,000 in the future. Pikachu, this is the team up promo. We talked about this from earlier on in the video. This basically came from a check lane. There was the Mimikyu promo and then the Pikachu one. We're skipping over a couple cards there. But yeah, really cool card. Very difficult to grade. 1,810s total pop. A little over 9,600. You guys did just see these two cards as well. The Pikachu Zekrom GX. This is a promo from the Sun Moon era. $900 here in a 10. The Lugia from Silver Tempest. Another very, very beautiful alt art card from Sword and Shield. This might actually be my favorite. Just the colors on it are very impressive. $960 there. And a couple more to close out the video. Zekrom from Black Bolt, PSA 10, $970. Gengar VMAX surprisingly showed up here in English. This is a CGC 10, and this sold for $976 USD. In the final sale of the week, we do have the Greninja Gold Star. This is from the Celebrations Elite Trainer box. This sold for 720 pounds sterling, which is approximately $981.22 USD. Incredibly difficult to grade card. PSA 10 pop 2,768. Total population 41,452. I think Celebrations, it's probably going to have a decent year. With it being the 30th anniversary, you have people speculating. I think you're going to have some people who, whether they're entering the hobby for the first time or they're returning after a few years, they might want to go back and open some Celebrations. So if you guys do own it, I would probably recommend taking advantage of this year if you're thinking of cycling those funds into newer stuff. And I might even start doing that with some of my other Sword and Shield era sets. We'll see what happens with the rest of the year, but that's all I wanted to get to in this video. You guys let me know, what was your favorite auction of the week? Stay safe wherever you guys are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.